Alright, I'm gonna be heading down to Riverhead. Gotta stop and get gas. It's gonna be a long ride because there's a lot of traffic. So I'll be taking a lot of shortcuts. Temperature just dropped a little bit. I forgot to clean my regular face shield, so I'm gonna have to deal with it for now. All dirty. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's my brake. The truck holding the traffic. Pay attention to the car in front of you. See what happened before with this freaking scooter? The guy just stopped in the middle of the road. Again with that song. Oh, brother. This fog bank coming through. This temperature just dropped a few degrees. Still feels warm. I don't have a heavy jacket. I don't have like a windbreaker. This is my birthday present from my wife. I noticed, oh, excuse me, I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast. I noticed when the person, this bike was dropped a couple of times, not only by the guy that sold it to me, but the guy before him dropped it and got into an accident. The clutch level is a little bent. Problem with this is, as popular as this bike were, there's hardly nobody sells like aftermarket parts for them. You have to get them originally, and like I said, Partzilla is, they got everything, but they're a little expensive. Not the parts are not expensive, but the shipping is outrageous. Like if I buy the, for example, the handle, costs for like $7. I have to pay like $12 in shipping. Go ahead, doofus. Yeah, turn your face so I'm catching the camera, dumbass. This is the hamlet of Amagansett. This is what old the people come in the middle of the day. The famous Talk House, Stephen Talk House. There was a line last night, like almost at the end of the block, for people to come in and see whoever was performing there. They had comedians sometimes and local bands. the line of traffic. My wife's smart, she'll take the back road home. But I know she ain't. She's gonna go to my stepdaughter's house and pick up the kids and her mother. Look at this guy. What an asshole. Assholes. Harley Dicks. Ooh, he got a trailer. I ain't saying nobody anymore. I'm not waving at anybody anymore. They have to wave at me first. That's the rule that I impose. If you're a biker and you don't do the biker salute to anybody else, you're a dick. You either a beginner or you're a dick. One of them two. I can feel the wind restriction. Virginia. Alright, this is gonna be boring. I'll catch you guys later. Funny, Virginia is for lovers. I thought that was funny. Catch you guys later. Look at that thing. That's cool. Alright, so I'm gonna take a ride. 114. They just built a new traffic circle, which is a weird traffic circle. It's not completely a circle. A roundabout. Let's see how it came out. Because another traffic on the main road is gonna be heavy, and I gotta stop at the gas station Speedway in the way and get a little bit of gas so I can top her up in Riverhead. This is cheaper. We'll see what happens. Ooh, ooh yeah. Man, I'm not doing too good with the freaking pollen today. Can barely breathe. I have to breathe through my mouth. Not quite, but I feel my nose stuffy. Alright, here we go. Traffic circle. New traffic pattern. So I'm going that way. Yield. No one's coming. Going this way. Not so bad. That will alleviate a little bit the traffic there and the accidents. There's still gonna be accidents because there's still people that can't read signs or they don't understand. Like I see people not in regular this traffic circles are not everywhere, but they're in a lot of states and a lot of places. I've seen people pulling into the traffic circle and stopping in the middle of the circle to let the other guy by. I guess they don't understand that once you're in the circle, you can't stop. You have to complete go, and the person has to wait. Be back. Alright, so I'm in Bridgehampton. I got gas already. I'm a little bit concerned because my front tire is a little bit soft, and last year when I went to put air in it, this seemed like it was leaking out of the valve, so I just decided not to put any more air in it. I turned around and went and purchased a set of tire valves, but I haven't put them on yet. But the tire valves that I got was those side mounted tire valves that has the curve to the side. This one has a regular valve stem, straight up and down is the longer one, so I think the person tried to put air in it, broke the valve inside. So I gotta get like the shorter valves for this thing. I might just stop at AutoZone or Advanced Auto and see if they have them, and try to put a little bit air in the tire, just because I don't want to get it blown out and get into an accident. This is Bridgehampton. It's called Maple Street. I used to work at that Napa Auto years and years ago. 1999, when I purchased a 1998 leftover Suzuki Katana 600. I love that bike. And it was like February, late February, and I drove from Riverhead out to here, and on my way here, started to snow. So I got here, it was snowing. By the time I left work in the afternoon, there was no snow, but it wasn't snowing, but it was cold, and there was snow melting in the side of the road, so it was wet. So yeah, I drove the motorcycle in the snow. When I used to, back in the day, lived in Riverhead, married to my kid's mom. I used to work in another auto part in Southampton, and I was going home. It was snowing. It's a big snowstorm. It was dark, and all I could see in front of me ahead, it was like this bunch of lights blinking. And I said, well, what is that? And as I got closer, there was this gentleman. He had a BMW motorcycle with a sidecar in it, and in the sidecar he had put down a Christmas tree. He strapped down a Christmas tree with lights. And he had the Christmas light going while he was riding his motorcycle, and I guess that was his only means of transportation, because he drove year round. So I kind of filled up this, and I had to fill it up with premium because last time I got 80 the cheaper gas, 89 I think it was, 87, and I don't like putting 87 on motorcycles because of the ethanol. So I put 93. It was $3.25 I think. Expensive. $17 for 3 gallons. Can you believe that? $3 freaking dollars. Incredible. I figure since I'm going to Riverhead, it's gonna be a long ride there and back. It's gonna waste some of that gas anyway. It's gonna burn some of that gas, so I can change that gasket. Thinking the way back, I'm not gonna put my jacket on. It's too warm. A little bit too warm and humid. Fireman volunteer. A volunteer fireman. Got a alarm somewhere. Harley. I'm going this way, trying to avoid the traffic in the main strip. It's already 12:03. Told my son in an hour I'll be there. It was a little bit past 11. It's windy back here too. Alright, catch you guys later. Alright, so I figure I'd turn my GoPro on now because I'm getting to the main road. And this is where a lot of people cut you off and do all sorts of crazy shit. A lot of traffic. Huh. Alright, here we go. After the Audi. No, after not the Audi. Look at this guy with the signal light on. He's gonna cause an accident. People thinking that he's about to turn. I thought he was gonna turn. Let's see how far before he realizes he got this freaking blinker on. Floridian from Florida. There you go. He finally shut it off. What a doofus. Hate when that happens. You miss gear. Going to neutral. Even though this is a big bike and heavy, I always dreamed of having a Gullwing. I even went once to the dealer back in the day and sat on an older Gullwing, and it's not as heavy as they look. They sit a lot lower to the ground. They're a lot easier to handle than this. So if I was to trade this bike, I would like to trade it for like a Gullwing from the 90s. They got the reverse light, the reverse. My boss has one of those, but it's made in a cart, metal cart. It's heavy as crap. This one looks lighter. Huh. Those stars are shot on the cart. Right up ahead, not just yet, but soon you will see it. It's the Shinnecock Hills Golf, where the US Open is going to be this year. Golf tournament. US Open Golf Tournament. I remember years ago when they were out here in the 90s. My sister was still alive back then, and she was out here, and we kind of like got her in a motorcycle with me, and we went down to West Hampton Beach because they had the blimp. The flights over the park, taking aerial shots, and she wanted to see the blimp. She never seen one in real life. What is this guy doing? Ay, 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 ay. So those are good memories of my late sister. Love her so much, miss her. She died of leukemia. All right. We coming into the Shinnecock Golf Tournament. Shinnecock Hills Golf Club, where the tournament is going to be. They even had an improvised removable crosswalk for people. Pedestrian crosswalk. Little tongue twisted. Pedestrian crosswalk. There you go. Got it. Alright, so if you can start seeing to your right, that way, That's Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. That's where the U.S. Open tournament is gonna be. Let me see. You can see because the vegetation is overgrown, but you can see over here where all the media station is gonna be. Boy, it's cold over here. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. U.S. Open merchandising. And that's the pedestrian crosswalk. They should leave that since they put it up. So come in a couple of weeks, ain't nobody getting through here. So much traffic. I remember back in the 90s, the hype of MTV. They had the MTV house in West Hampton Beach, and I foolishly thought that I could just drive up and they will let me in. My ex-wife and I, my kid's mom and I, went there. We tried to talk ourselves into letting the security guard in and let us into the house so we can look around. And nope, you gotta buy tickets. You gotta buy tickets. It's like, damn. That's in the same year that movie with Michael J. Fox before he was diagnosed with whatever disease he has that makes him shake. He made a movie and they used a house in West Hampton Beach and a bridge that I used to go over every once in a while delivering parts. West Hampton Beach. Alright, so there's the 27. I'll catch you guys in a little bit.